are again, ready to sneak a peek at our next wind-shaped castle location. By this time, your campers will have learned how to have Jesus on the thrones of their hearts, how to build strong walls of protection against sin, and how they can receive living water for their hearts through Jesus. Now, they'll be ready to learn how to choose what to let into their hearts and how that choice will affect what comes out in their lives. That's exactly what they'll learn at the Drawbridge. Imagine a beautiful, majestic castle surrounded by a large moat. Without a drawbridge lowering down, no one could come inside the castle. The drawbridge was such an important part of the castle because everyone had to come in and out over the drawbridge. The operator had to be very careful never to lower the drawbridge to let anyone with bad or harmful intentions into the castle. If our hearts are like a castle, then we can take a lesson from that operator. We should be very careful to only lower our drawbridge to let good, God-honoring things into our hearts. Then, when we lower the drawbridge, those good, God-honoring things will come out in our lives through our attitudes, actions, and words. If we let good in, good will come out. But the opposite is true as well. If we lower our drawbridge to invite in negative things, then negative attitudes, words, and actions will come out in our lives. It can be really easy to be distracted by all the noise in our world. Different forms of media like TV shows and music can influence us more than we realize. The desire to be popular or to have all the latest gadgets or coolest clothes can start to loosen the ties of our drawbridges. We can get so caught up in what our surrounding culture says is true that we forget to concentrate on what God says is true. And the next thing you know, we're letting down our drawbridges to the negative messages that can infiltrate our hearts. Then we drop our drawbridge again, and what comes out? Negative attitudes, actions, and words. The bad messages we allow in through our drawbridges can influence us to sin. But the good news is that we can control the drawbridges of our hearts. We choose what we let in to our hearts and therefore what comes out through our lives. It all starts with knowing and choosing what God says is true. Letting those good and true things into our hearts will produce attitudes, words, and actions in our lives that honor God. To help us remember to be in control of our drawbridges, we can say, choose what's true. It affects what you do. As you prepare for this summer, take a few minutes and consider what you let into your life. Are you choosing what's true? If so, what do the results look like in your life? If not, how could it look if you were choosing what's true? Can you see the pattern of what goes in must come out in your life? Praise God for showing us what's true and helping us have the wisdom and strength to choose it so our lives will honor Him. Say it out loud. Choose what's true. It affects what you do.